This is shuttle launch control at T-minus 3 hours and holding. The flight director in Houston has completed the weather briefing with the astronauts here at KSC. Crew, ICE team is doing their job, taking temperature measurements and using binoculars to observe specific areas on the STS-60 vehicle. Commander Charlie Bolden is being assisted with his headgear. Charlie's made 4 flights aboard the space shuttle. Today will be his 5th. Pilot Ken Reightler flying for the 2nd time. The suits are checked out once the astronauts are assisted with getting inside them. Mission Specialist Jan Davis, she's flying for the 2nd time today, will be using the robot arm during the mission to deploy the wake shield facility. And Mission Specialist 4, Russian cosmonaut Sergei Krikalev. Sergei has completed over 1 year of time in space aboard the Mir space station, and he's making his first trip into space today. He's the first Russian cosmonaut to fly aboard the United States Space Shuttle. Mission Specialist Ron Sega. Ron is the co-principal investigator for the wake shield facility. He's flying for the first time on the shuttle this morning. And we have Franklin Chang-Diaz making one last phone call before his flight. This is shuttle launch control. We're now at T-minus 2 hours, 55 minutes and counting down toward the launch of STS-60 and the Space Shuttle Discovery. We've got the crew departing the operations and checkout building. They're now at the 3rd floor. Crew will be riding down to the 1st floor where the astronaut van is waiting to transport them out to launch pad 39A. The crew's been in training for over 9 months for this mission at the Johnson Space Center in Houston, Texas. They've received many hours of training in the shuttle simulator, including a variety of ascent scenarios, mission operations, re-entries, and landings. Hours and hours of practice are designed to hone the skills of the flight crew in preparation for the flight. Here we have the flight crew, Commander Charlie Bolden, Ken Reightler, and crew. Crew is at the pad at this time, and all is reported ready for their entry at the White Room. The crew entry into the vehicle is at the 195-foot level out at the launch pad, and we have a shot of the elevator and the crew at the 195-foot level. Once the crew gets strapped into their seats, we'll be hearing a series of voice checks back and forth between the crew and test conductors. This is a routine event. Crew is seen walking across the orbiter access arm over to the crew module of the Shuttle Discovery. Charlie Bolden will be the first one to get into the shuttle this morning. Pilot Ken Reightler will be the next.
In all systems, any conversation on channel 214 during astrocomms checks will be heard by the crew. Channel should remain silent except for emergency calls. And CDR, OTC, verify each member of your crew is ready to proceed.
OTC, we're ready for the astrocom checks.
Copy that. And flight crew OTC, during the astrocom checks, adjust appropriate volume controls for comfort and do not change audio panel switch configuration.
Anthony SRO, 212. Go ahead, SRO. Yes, sir. Can I have a 959 at this time?
T-minus 7 minutes, 30 seconds.
Let's just go for orbital access arm retract.
The orbiter crew access arm is being retracted away from the vehicle and into the launch configuration. This arm can be re-extended in just a few seconds if necessary. The flight crew will close and lock their helmet visors in the next few seconds.
OTC, PLT, caution warning, memories are checked, no unexpected errors.
Copy that. And flight crew, OTC, close and lock your visors and initiate O2 flow. And on behalf of the whole team, I wish you a safe flight.
That's in work, Ray. Thanks very much for everything. CLS, let's go for ET, LH2 pressurization.
All systems are go for launch at this time, just a few minutes away from the 18th voyage of Discovery on an 8-day history-making mission with the first flight of a Russian cosmonaut aboard the United States Space Shuttle.
CLS, let's go for auto sequence start.
25.
Just a few seconds, thousands of gallons of water will be dumped on the launch pad to help suppress the sound.
15.
T-minus 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. We have a go for engine start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff of Discovery on a bold new era of spaceflight between the United States and Russia.
Houston, Discovery on the roll.
Roger, roll, Discovery. Houston is now controlling. The roll maneuver is underway aboard the orbiter. Discovery is now in a head-down position on course for a 57-degree, 190 nautical mile orbit. Three engines aboard Discovery now throttling down as the orbiter prepares to pass through the area of maximum dynamic pressure on the vehicle in the lower atmosphere. SRB separation is confirmed. Discovery can reach Ben Gurir in the event of a single engine failure. However, all three engines are still operating at full throttle.
Houston. TLS is go for main engine start. SRB ignition, liftoff. Houston Discovery on the roll.
Roger, roll, Discovery. Discovery performance nominal.
Copy, Houston, nominal performance.
Discovery Houston, 4 foot per second under speed, no ohms, 1 required. Looking great.
Okay, we concur.
Discovery Houston, you'll be go for the photo DTO post dump.
We copy. We'll get it post up.
Put it on the middle one, right? Ron, for DSO 201.
On the lower one,
On
yeah.
the lower one?
Yeah.
This one right here.
Yeah.
That's where it needs to go. If you guys, okay, you got it back. What's next?
Okay, we gotta stick this.
Still-
Did you do
it's
the
still
period
recording.
also valve? Okay, Franklin, this goes on that.
Okay, Susan, we're going to give you camera shot.
I can tell you already that this is not going to be possible. Yeah, okay, so let's unlock this thing. And open this guy.
Oh. More junk. Careful.
Okay, and this is going to swing out towards
Down.
Are you filming all that? I guess so.
Wait a minute. And double two, one more time.
Okay, and as we're drifting in, this is what you see. Lots of what looks like a lot of clutter, but it all kind of works very well. It's a very nice facility. We have lots of experiments here. We've been also operating some of the medical DSOs. The centrifuge, for example, has been living here since we started, and we really operate it in a free-flying mode. So it really, all you got to do is turn it on, and it kind of stays all by itself without too much attention.
side over here shows the SEF rack and the two camcorders that we've set up for conducting this experiment. It has worked very, very well. You can see that the camcorders are basically just attached by conventional Bolden arms. We have special lenses on it, on each one of them, and these are the lenses that have been looking inside these windows here to look at the growth of the SEF crystals. Operator node. Enter name uncommon. Starting transparent furnace 1. Return to recording.
Okay, what we're doing here is we're getting set up for Eclipse tab. We're doing the activation, getting the camcorder set up here to document what we're going to do in a little while tonight with the activation of the experiment. We have this camcorder set up so that it can look at the lights, and it'll be able to do the overnight monitoring down linking to the ground.
Your peers. You know, the best way to do that is to be very responsible yourself, to not be afraid to stand up and say what's on your mind and what you think is right, in spite of the fact that sometimes you may be ostracized, or in spite of the fact that I know some of you may feel that they're...
Expose several materials in space and grow some biocrystals, and this kind of experiment could be very important in future to understand how we could use weightlessness. And
Okay, it is MET of 2 days, 6 hours, 29 minutes, and I've been asked to execute the ASC3 activation steps 2 through 6 that was planned for
Okay, I'll do it, Sergei.
8 hours in the flight plan. We're going to do it early because of the windshield rebirth and start the experiment early. Some of the views of the cab.
Discovery Houston for CGDA. On the flight plan, page 3-27, MS4 shows a terminate sample processing of gap number 4, and that is scheduled about now. He's in the process right now. I see him down the tunnel doing it in the half. If you can stop that, do so. Okay, Sergei, stop. Okay, just stop your call.
This unit over here is a SORF, Stirling Orbiter Refrigerator Freezer, and it has been working great. We have thoroughly enjoyed some of its contents, and I'll leave, well, I guess I can open it. There are some, it is working as a refrigerator right now, and it's very nice and cool. And we've got some drink containers with water. They're very, very nice and cool. Very nice facility.
And the sound changed because compressor started.
The sound that you may hear, the sound has changed, is because as soon as we open the door, the compressor starts.
In certain day, somebody hit through. Okay. Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah. Ready?
Now let's see what we can do here, slightly. Okay. Go. All of that. All of this. It still smells like sewer water. What? It smells like sewer water. Okay, great. Yes, we understood that it was a flickering condition, but I guess I didn't realize that it was that slow.
Where's it? Which is the two decks for this? I mean,
Oh, yeah, right here. The charts
no,
And Ron is getting ready to do a procedure to try to enable the monitoring of the PSB experiment, which is not working. Per message 10 Bravo in the morning mail today. And we're going to try to downlink this to the ground if it's possible as soon as they come out of the ZOE. We had set it up earlier so we can test out the configuration. We're going to try to configure.
Ускорение, вибрации на борту. Здесь в основном установлено научное оборудование. Здесь очень мало систем служебного борта. Я попробую показать вам меддек. Мы проходим через среднюю камеру, которая это шлюзовая камера, в которой идет подготовка скафандров.
criteria for moving the arm and therefore thrusters.
We're checking.
This is Mission Control Houston. Astronaut Chang-Diaz moving the shuttle's robot arm in for a grapple on the top of the wake shield facility for the second time in 2 days.
Discovery Houston for wake shield.
Go ahead, Carl.
Looks good to us so far. You have a go for unberth.
Okay, copy, go for unberth. I just wanted to clarify in the post-unberth config out of our payload ops, we will be only doing the first 3 steps and then back up the ground. Is that correct?
That is correct.
14 inches, looks good. Looks the line, see, all looks good. Attitude looks good.
Looks like you're a little bit toward me. You need to go toward you.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's what I mean.
You need to go some port.
So this is where we have to.
Yeah, about an inch port. Okay, that looks good.
Need to go afterwards.
Right where you are in Y is great by the curb feeler. Can you see yours, Ron? Okay, okay. Curb feeler looks perfect in Y.
Go ahead.
Okay, clock is beginning as commanding. Post on berth config, steps 4 through 6.
Okay, we copy.
Okay. Ready to go?
Okay.
Is it okay on the number though, Jan?
It's 1 inch off, but I
Okay.
think
That's what we landed with
Yeah,
last
Okay,
time.
okay, looks good.
4 more inches I'm showing.
Looks beautiful. The curb feeler is going to touch in about 2 inches.
Enter.
Okay, we copy and returning 10 degrees in yaw, and then move 20 in roll.
Good read.
wake shield flight controllers are still assessing their data. There is the possibility.
Discovery for wake shield.
Go ahead for wake shield.
Okay, Susan, we think we can line up that sensor a little bit better if we roll it maybe 10 degrees or more so. If you let us track that visually until we get a good angle.
We like that idea. You've got to go.
Okay.
This is Mission Control. Jan Davis will rotate the wake shield again about another 12 degrees to see if they can line the sensor, the horizon sensor, and its scan wheel more directly to the sun. However, so far, wake shield flight controllers have not seen any different response from the attitude direction control sensor.
Okay, Susan, we think that's a good position.
Okay, we concur.
Okay. Ready to go?
Okay. And ready.
Ready. 3, 2, 1, mark. That's all.
Discovery, we're now going to power up the wheel.
Okay.
Discovery Houston with a wake shield update. Just so that you know, the decision has just been made that we will not attempt any deploy at all tonight, and we're working up our plan for overnight ops for wake shield. You can expect a call to go to the MVE checkout position.
Okay, we understand. And are you still getting good downlink video?
Charlie, it's beyond good. It's awesome.
Discovery is performing again nearly flawlessly with no systems problems being encountered. Space Hab module itself has performed very well ever since the beginning of the mission. No problems there. The airflow both in Space Hab and in the orbiter are very adequate. Some minor difficulties have been encountered with a few of the experiments. However, most of those have either been worked around or we're getting at least partial data from those experiments. Earlier today, Sergei Krikalev gave us some downlink video of the three-dimensional microgravity accelerometer experiment. He was not getting some status lights on the front panel of that setup, and ground controllers got a chance to look at that. Columbia is flying right now in a nose-down attitude with the arm extended over the left side of the payload bay, holding the wake shield facility out.
give us the releases as you get them, and we'll try to get as much data as we can.
High voltage sweeps.
Your go, and once again, those L sweep number, the L sweep number 5 position, you can go ahead and use that little procedure if it locks up.
The 8 camera is mounted.
Okay, sounds good.
So we're going to do date on task
on the
number 2.
window overhead.
Yes.
All the positions. Just go with any of those.
Yeah.
And it's looking basically at the
So are we in? Okay.
which sits right on, stands right on the top.
Okay, we go to
And specifically, it
go to position.
Yeah.
These 6 metal spheres, which will be deployed from a turret-like device in a canister at the rear of the shuttle's cargo bay, are nicknamed ODORACs for orbital debris radar calibration spheres. They will be used to help calibrate radar tracking systems around the world.
Houston Discovery, we have 6 falls away. Copy.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. Rim sets away. Rim sets away.
Somebody take the massive one and the Harry.
And I'll see if we can find it. There it is.
3 feet per second.
3 feet per second?
Yeah, 451 range.
Copy.
Range 451, set rate 3 feet per second.
Minus G is up.
Copy.
You hit it like that? Or you track it? Okay.
We're going to do 496.
So that we can reach you in case you read this book.
That's true. I need the instruction book. That's what I need.
Okay, I understand you want us to go to Simplex.
Let's see here.
That's permanent.
And how about if we set the in fact, let's set the mid-deck up when we finish the post-sleep stuff here. Let's go ahead and clean up as much as we can, and we'll try to set the mid-deck up like we had it yesterday. And at lunchtime, we can sing and talk. How's that? Before we get real tired.
Good idea.
Like yesterday. Was Mr. CP? Oh, I think I put Mr. CPA back. I think it's a matter of time before we all do it. It's very hard to do. Hopefully there are 4 houses there. I don't believe it, but
He definitely supports the Costa Rican system.
Hawaii's already over now? See Hawaii at night? Basically, I haven't seen Hawaii.
Well, I mean, we had some food items, but they were not things you wanted. And the reason you had them was because nobody liked them. All the good food was gone. Oh, did you make the drinks?
Даже сказка спать ложится, чтобы ночью нам приснится, тебе пожелай, баю-бай. Обязательно подумай этот час, тихо-тихо ходят громы возле нас. За окошком все темнее, утро ночи мудренее, глазки закрывай, баю-бай. Баю-бай, ложатся люди ночью спать. Баю-баю, завтра будет день опять. За день миру устали очень, скажем всем спокойной ночи, глазки закрывай, баю-бай. Спокойной ночи, малыши.
И мы надеемся, что вы сможете проиграть эту песню для всех детей в нашей стране. До свидания.
До свидания.
my drink container?
Oh, Chicago.
Yeah. Probably mine.
Chicago is what is big city Detroit?
Well, you can see Chicago, you can see Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit is big. That's over here. This way.
Wow.
Yeah, very close. Don't have to. Somewhere.
No, it's something to see. You have to tell Lydia you saw the North Pole. Saw where Santa Claus.
These pictures showing Bolden and Reightler now at the controls on the flight deck of Discovery, putting the orbiter's jet thrusters through their paces, checking them out, making sure that all of the propulsion systems associated with the reaction control system aboard Discovery is in good shape.
Altimeter 2 here, and they're both on.
Okay. And MLS?
MLSs are 3 on.
Okay.
Kenneth is set up on channel 8.
Okay. Tap in GPC and auto.
Right.
Should be channel 59 wow.
Right.
Manual day, yeah. You don't already have it. Don't take one back to the center.
Discovery Houston, on energy approaching the hack. The only change we got is a little bit of smoke in the area. Should not impact your viz. Your go for a nominal drag chute deploy.
Okay, we copy Charlie. Nominal drag chute deploy.
And Discovery is beginning its turn around the heading alignment circle. Wings angled now about 42 degrees to the left. Altitude 50,000 feet. $3,000 feet. Main gear touchdown. Drag chutes deployed. Nose gear touchdown. Discovery rolling out after the first United States-Russian cooperative space flight.
Wheel stop, and we see the convoy on the way out.
Welcome home, Discovery. Prekrasna I Dobry Pojalovit, Sergei. You've paved the way for a new era of cooperation in human spaceflight, leading to our International Space Station. Great job.
Payload. Go. Eagle.
Go.
Ecom.
Go.
Inco.
Go.
Max.
Go.
Booster.
Go.
Surgeon.
Go.
FAO.
Go.
Capcom. Capcom, give him a go for the burn.
Discovery Houston, you have a go for the deorbit burn.
Roger, Houston, go for the burn.
On glide slope, right as center line and converging.
Okay. Let me know when we're on and on. Okay, no
Welcome home,
landing
Discovery. Prekrasna I Dobry Pojalovit, Sergei. You've paved the way for a new era of cooperation in human spaceflight, leading to our International Space Station. Great job.
on 259.7.
Oh, Convoy Commander, we read you loud and clear.
Got you loud and clear also, Charlie. Welcoming committee's on its way.
All right, good to hear your voice.